With the surge of the technological era, the rise of social media, and the increased amount of consumerism has brought upon a new age of unknowing addicts. Though many of these people would disagree, it's quite obvious to see that a majority of these people are unknowingly glued to their devices, believing that it isn't a problem. It seems the grip social media has on these people has caused them to believe that what they're doing is normal, using a majority of their day to mindlessly scroll on short-form content, just like a junkie getting one more hit before their bowl runs out.
Let's take a step back. What is an addict? Merriam-Webster defines an addict as, quote, one exhibiting a compulsive, chronic, physiological or psychological need for a habit-forming substance, behavior, or activity, end quote. When most people think of an addict, a person on drugs or an illicit substance probably comes to mind. But taking a closer look at the definition of an addict shows an addiction can be habitual, purely psychological, and even behavioral, suggesting that a substance can come in the form of a serum in a syringe or bright colors on a screen. This is what we see in the habits of young adults and the overall population with access to smartphones and the internet. A habit of checking social media, playing games, or watching content has been drilled into our society's collective brain and neural pathways.
In addition, adult media has also been incredibly popularized with social media, with the majority of the problem being easy access to the material, excessive pushing of the content on not only adult sites, but social media sites as well. An example would be Snapchat, a popular social media app targeted towards preteens to teens, seems to push semi-nude or lewd male and females on the discovery page of their app, which happens to be right below the Stories tab, which is one of the most popular features the app provides. Another example would be X, formerly known as Twitter, that doesn't have many restrictions when it comes to the content uploaded on the site. This wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't so easy to bypass the restrictions. No ID is required. All that's needed is an email and a fake age. But these are just a few examples. The list goes on and on.
As these media companies continue to find insidious ways to burrow into the mind of the youth, their directive comes into question. How could these large corporations possibly benefit from control over the time and attention of a younger generation? Well, if it wasn't clear to you before, I bet it would be easy for you to recall a time where you, or a friend about the same age as you, mentioned buying or wanting something that otherwise could be largely forgotten about or ignored, if not for the ads on social media. This is now a common occurrence, among people of all ages in fact. For example, the platform TikTok has a shopping tab, where you can buy anything from a 2-pound bag of candy, blue light glasses, or even supplement packages for low, overseas prices 24 hours of the day.
This mass amount of consumerism is what causes people to stay in the same place. Instead of investing their money or their time, they continue buying products that bring no real benefit to them, and continue believing that what they're doing is fine. It's not, but companies don't want people to think that way. They want an easily controllable puppet that will spend their hard-earned money on more useless products that bring them temporary happiness. Now, I'm not saying it's bad to buy something like a video game, jewelry, or clothes, but it should be done in moderation, like rewarding yourself each month. But when you're buying things you don't really need on a daily or weekly basis, it's not only a big waste of money, but also a big waste of time.
This pipeline of going from screens to buying physical, mostly obsolete products quite literally bridges the gap between a media addict to what we first think of when addiction comes to mind. Does a kid purchasing something small on TikTok Shop put them on the streets or lead to their life being destroyed? No, that's not what our angle is here. It's evident now more than ever how corporations take advantage of our laziness to control our behavior. Now people seemingly have access to everything they would need, all on their phone screen, whether it's digital or material. In turn, this creates a truly addictive rabbit hole that makes it even harder to climb out of due to convenience.
So what should you take away from this? To me, it would be to be more self-aware of your actions. Monitor what you're doing. How long have you been on your phone? How much money are you spending each week? From there, reevaluate and see how you could save not only your money, but your time. I'd like to give a massive prop to my friend Roman for helping me write and record this video, and a big thanks to you all for helping me hit 50 subscribers. Without it, I'd probably upload less than usual, so thank you for your support. It means a lot. And have a nice day.